outside the U.S. The numbers staggering again tonight. For the third day in a row, New York reporting its deadliest day. 799 deaths in just the last 24 hours. Inside the ICU tonight, doctors using a last resort treatment on some patients. A heart surgeon helping patients in their 30s and 40s. His first day back after surviving the virus himself. Outside New York tonight, the devastating toll on the healthcare workers growing. 2 nurses dying on the front lines. And the news coming in late today on coronavirus spreading through nursing homes in New York State alone, killing more than 1,200 residents. Also tonight, the new research in on when this virus really arrived in New York, the epicenter in the U.S., and from where. How long it was here before we learned of the first cases. And tonight, concerns about growing hotspots across America. 10 family members infected within days of a birthday dinner in Philadelphia. The father spending 17 days on a ventilator, given an experimental drug. From Louisiana to Michigan to Chicago, where at least 350 inmates and staff are infected at the Cook County Jail. The sign reading, "We Matter Too." Tonight, the long lines across this country for food and the new numbers. Another 6.6 million Americans filing for unemployment. Now more than 16 million Americans out of work. When will the checks arrive? And if you're able to help some of those families with food or donations, tonight we'll have more on that. We are also focused on the smaller communities in this country, the hospitals in rural America. One hospital with just 4 ventilators. In Wuhan, China tonight, life after the lockdown, protective gear, new rules. And you'll see the experimental technology allowing police to measure body temperatures, scanning the crowd for fevers. And your questions tonight, Dr. Jen Ashton, on what it might be like when America tries to go back to work. What steps will we have to take here?
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us on this Thursday night. And as we come on tonight, a new and grim milestone in this country. The number of deaths has now topped 16,000. And in New York State, more cases than any other country in the world outside the U.S. And we did learn today of new research indicating just when the virus might have arrived here in New York City, here for weeks before the first reported cases. We're going to drill down on that in just a moment here. The death toll tonight in this country, now more than 16,000 people in the U.S., and it's staggering when you really think about these numbers. More than 7,000 lives lost in New York State alone. Scientists have long pointed out that the death toll often lags behind the surge. Patients in the hospital, of course, for days or weeks, then dying from this. You can see that death toll right there in New York, steadily rising, and those new highs 3 days in a row. But I wanted to show you something else tonight because there is a glimmer of hope. Look at this. Also from New York State, and it shows the rate of increase of new cases in the state steadily falling in recent days. Of course, let's hope that holds and that it will eventually be reflected in the death rate. We can hope. Scientists say this shows that the social distancing is working. Tonight here, we're going to take you inside a New York City hospital where doctors are using a rare treatment to save the lives of patients in their 30s and 40s when ventilators simply aren't enough. And the threat now spreading to new hotspots, including New York's Long Island. Staff at Stony Brook Hospital cheering as a convoy of nurses from elsewhere arrived today. Emergencies tonight in Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and parts of Louisiana, in Detroit and South Florida. And the heartbreaking images in so many places across America tonight, the long lines for food. The new unemployment numbers out tonight, more than 16 million Americans now out of work, needing help. When will the checks arrive? And will millions of Americans have to be tested for antibodies? Will that be one way to help get this country back working, back to some sort of normalcy? What Dr. Anthony Fauci said about this today, and we begin tonight with ABC's Whit Johnson here in New York.
Tonight, the battle to save lives growing more desperate.
Making considerably more progress.
Inside this ICU at Maimonides Hospital in Brooklyn, doctors deploying a rare treatment on COVID patients in their 30s and 40s still failing on ventilators.
In the current epidemic, it's used as a last resort when the ventilators are not enough.
Heart surgeon Dr. Paul Saunders, a COVID survivor himself, using ECMO, temporarily drawing blood out of the body to help oxygenate red blood cells in patients whose lungs aren't functioning.
With such limited resources, we have to be very careful as to who we're going to offer it to, and making sure that those patients are ones that really have a good chance of a good benefit.
Emotions running high for nurse Mary Kate Finaro, working in the same ICU where her father, a doctor, was being treated for the virus. He's now back home, feeling better.
Unfortunately, I was not ever able to go inside of his room because I didn't want to cross-contaminate between other COVID-19 patients and him, so I waved to him from outside of the glass.
But in New York State, the death toll reaching new heights by the day. Coronavirus killing nearly 800 people in just 24 hours.
We've lost over 7,000 lives to this crisis. That is so shocking and painful and breathtaking. I don't even have the words for it.
Overwhelmed hospitals scrambling this week to move patients to facilities with more room, stacking some patients on bunks in large trucks to be transported. The virus surging in New York suburbs. In Suffolk County, Long Island, COVID-19 claiming the lives of 2 nurses. Construction on a 1,000-bed field hospital now underway. Today, dozens of nurses from upstate arriving to help. New research now suggests the virus was circulating in the New York area by mid-February, weeks before the first confirmed case. Researchers suspect that travelers brought it mainly from Europe, not Asia.
New York was seeded before they really knew what was going on, and that's why they're in the difficult situation that they're in right now.
Back in early March, we heard from Americans who said they weren't screened on their way back from Italy, a growing hot zone at the time.
As of right now, we have not experienced any sort of extra check based on anything regarding the coronavirus.
Tonight, the government is taking its first step toward getting more Americans back to work. The CDC issuing new guidelines for essential workers who have been exposed to the virus but are asymptomatic, like temperature checks before shifts, wearing face masks, and practicing social distancing at work. The pandemic still sweeping across the country. In Illinois, the death toll topping 500. The virus exploding behind bars of the Cook County Jail in Chicago. At least 350 inmates and staff infected. Most of the inmates haven't been tested. And a devastating toll for nursing home residents. In New York State, more than 1,200 dead and thousands infected. At one home in Richmond, Virginia, 39 residents have died from the virus, now the deadliest known outbreak in the country.
It appears that it's a death trap. It appears that way, in a sense that we can't see them, we can't go and take them out.
Tonight, doctors are closely watching growing cases in D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia, where Mike and Kelly Dewan saw firsthand how quickly the virus spreads. Within days of a birthday dinner for his daughters, 10 members of the family were sick. The entire family, grandparents too. But Mike deteriorated quickly.
Labor, breathing, like I can't get a deep breath. I can't breathe.
After 17 days on a ventilator and that experimental Ebola drug, Mike woke up and is now recovering.
I think about it every day.
And a special day for Paul Saunders, that doctor in Brooklyn we just met today. His colleagues greeting him with cheers. His first full day back in the ICU after defeating coronavirus himself, now continuing the fight to save others.
Thank you very much. Totally unexpected and undeserved.
He said that was unexpected, undeserved, but we all know it is very deserving. They applauded him and continue to do so even after he said that. A powerful moment today. Whit Johnson with us from Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital tonight. And Whit, I know a battle for those doctors every day, but New York is really seeing some glimmers of hope tonight. The rate of hospitalizations also slowing.
David, the number of hospitalizations is beginning to flatten considerably, so they want to see that trend continue and then decline, a sign that New York State could be nearing its apex. But as you mentioned earlier, that painful death rate still very high. Officials are hoping that will soon come down as well. David.
All right, Whit Johnson leading us off tonight. Whit, thank you. And of course, we have been reporting here on the long lines, not just for unemployment benefits, but for food. And tonight, the numbers that explain why those lines and the need for food are only growing. 6.6 million Americans filed unemployment claims last week alone. The 3-week total now, nearly 17 million. 1 in 10 workers in America now without a paycheck. ABC's Victor Akendo witnessing those long lines today in South Florida.
Tonight, with millions of Americans still waiting for those stimulus checks and 10% of Americans out of a job in 3 weeks, long lines for food becoming a new normal. These cars lined up in Los Angeles.
Certainly, it is a point that it is so needed that this many people did show up.
In San Diego, help for military families.
I'm pregnant right now with a very high-risk pregnancy, so
it really helps a lot.
And in Plano, Texas, where Cheryl Jackson runs a food pantry,
I am so thankful to every person that's got out of their house, came out of their house and donated one box of cereal for another family to be able to eat. I'm grateful.
the Hernandez family in Miami grateful too. How much does this help out?
Let me tell you. And now it's getting worse because you go to the supermarkets and things are getting, you don't see nothing. The shelves are empty.
They just picked up enough food to last their children a few days. Miami-Dade County Public Schools distributing more than 700,000 meals since schools were shuttered.
There was never a lapse. Kids never were left without support, without nourishment.
So many families need those stimulus checks. By one count, nearly a third of Americans couldn't afford to pay their rent this month. For small businesses, the Payment Protection Program still struggling to meet demands.
Just waiting. It's a waiting game for us now.
I'm trying to apply for this or apply for that, but nothing come through yet.
The Federal Reserve announcing today they're pumping $2.3 trillion into the economy so banks can keep lending.
We want to make sure that customers know the banks will get to all of them.
For those whose jobs are considered essential, many are risking their lives for that paycheck. 59-year-old Vitalina Williams worked as a part-time cashier at this Salem, Massachusetts grocery store, also checking receipts at a nearby Walmart. She died on Saturday after a week in the hospital.
My last memory of her, seeing her sitting there in her coat, in her blue little hat, and leaving her at the emergency room.
She's believed to be the first grocery worker in the state to die with the virus.
And we have seen this with grocery store workers around the country. Victor with us live from Miami tonight. We see that line of cars right there behind you, Victor, a food drive at a school. And I know authorities throughout Miami-Dade are trying to set up based on the need they're seeing already in other places.
That's right, David. They are bracing for the worst, preparing a, quote, mass feeding operation that would help those most in need. And as a contingency plan, they've ordered about 500,000 MREs, meals ready to eat, like what you'd see in the military. David?
Victor, thank you. And we should note that later right here tonight, how you can help if you are able to. In the meantime, we also cannot forget the smaller communities across this country, the virus now reaching deep into rural America, where they already faced a shortage of health care with hospitals closing. Tonight, one hospital with just 4 ventilators. Here's Steve Osunsami.
In rural America tonight, where many thought the coronavirus would never hit home, nearly 2/3 of rural counties are reporting outbreaks of COVID-19. This ER doc in rural Mississippi says his state already struggles with fewer doctors per patient, and now this.
I have this image of the tsunami out in the Gulf of Mexico that's about to wash over our state.
At the Williamsburg Regional Hospital in South Carolina, that tsunami has arrived. They are still recovering from a flood. And Dr. Troy Gamble says he only has 4 ventilators.
Many of the patients that we've had to intubate and send elsewhere.
These are Americans who have to drive an hour or more to the closest hospital. 120 rural medical facilities have closed in the past decade. And it's not just the South. In 6 rural counties in Michigan, the number of COVID-19 cases has nearly doubled in the last week. This hospital in rural Holyoke, Colorado, is short on masks.
We're not the urban settings. We are often not the first people to get things.
In southeast Georgia, Shondell Gatling is recovering. Finally leaving her small country hospital where already 49 people have died.
That is a great image to see, but we have to keep these rural hospitals in mind as we carefully go through this story day after day, Steve. And Dr. Deborah Birx at the White House Task Force has actually warned already that the number of coronavirus cases in rural America could actually be undercounted.
David, authorities explain it this way, that if it takes you an hour to get to the closest medical facility, then it takes that long or longer to get to the closest test for COVID-19. They say this explains the undercount. David?
Really important story tonight. Thank you, Steve. Overseas, members of our team traveling to Wuhan, China tonight. That city now open, but with new rules and experimental technology allowing police to scan the crowd for body temperatures, looking for fevers. Here's our foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell, tonight.
Tonight, a city on the mend surging back to life. This time-lapse showing just how quickly morning traffic has returned to Wuhan streets. But this is a new normal, one that keeps watch everywhere. Local police boasting of new technology deployed, helmets with a video thermometer they claim allows officers to scan the temperatures of more than 100 airport passengers in just 2 minutes. It's not clear if this experimental tech is a practical tool. Our team travelling from Beijing to Wuhan, seeing life firsthand after the 76-day lockdown was lifted. Nervous residents still wearing protective gear. Travellers even being scolded for not wearing masks properly. And now new signs requiring passengers scan a health code which will allow some to travel on the subway. Even on the Yangtze River, security checkpoints scan the temperature, checking phone health codes before allowing them in to view their own city's light show. Wuhan's revival comes as the UK is facing several more weeks of lockdown. Amid breaking news tonight that Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been moved from intensive care and is in, quote, extremely good spirits.
David, the government says that the lockdown stays in place until Britain moves beyond the peak, but the chief scientific officer is now saying that could still be weeks away. So Britain's very much in the dark tonight, with no end in sight. David?
All right, Ian Pennell, thank you. And of course, you saw what they're doing in Wuhan. So what will we have to do here in the U.S.? What kind of testing will we all get tested before we can return to work? What Dr. Anthony Fauci said about that today, and Dr. Jen Ashton standing by with that.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. We know how important it is to have a safe, reliable vehicle right now, so Toyota is here to help. To ensure your Toyota is in top condition, many Toyota service centers are open to serve you with certified technicians and genuine Toyota parts. And many even offer online service scheduling and no-contact vehicle drop-off. We're here for you. Contact your local Toyota dealer to see how they can help. Toyota.
Guys, what's the matter?
I heard there were fleas out here.
And ticks. And mosquitoes.
Listen up, scaredy cats. We all have K9 Advantix 2 to protect us. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes, too.
There will be parties again soon, and family gatherings. There will be parades, and sporting events, and concerts. To help our communities when they come back together, respond to the 2020 census now. Spend a few minutes online today to impact the next 10 years of healthcare, infrastructure, and education. Go to 2020census.gov and respond today to make America's tomorrow brighter. It's time to shape our future.
If you have moderate to severe psoriasis, little things can become your big moment. That's why there's Otezla,